It is the exclusive know-how which is the main point of our activities. PROFICAST provides casting knowledge which was gained and brought to perfection through a 100-year-old tradition with 4 generations of founders. Many manufacturers of precision cast parts cooperate with us due to our know-how and the superior casting quality of our casting machines. With us, you can manufacture steel cast parts of the highest quality. Starting point for the creation of the masterpieces is a 3D CAD drawing from which a 3D rapid prototyping machine can work. The solids are made from volume building methods by laser beams, for example, with stereolithography, and subsequently manually finished. Great attention has to be paid to accuracy when finishing the masterpieces, because the final cast product can never be of a higher quality than the masterpiece itself. After manual processing has been completed, the masterpiece is cast in silicon. The mold for creation of the wax pieces for small series production is achieved by peeling the masterpiece from the silicon. After closing, the silicon mold is preheated in a heating cabinet. From the tilting crucible in a vacuum chamber, the molten and stirred wax flows into the preheated silicon mold via a channel system. After the chambers are evacuated in order to obtain perfect filling of the mold, the pouring starts. The filled molds remain in the vacuum chamber until the wax begins to solidify. Several wax pieces are created in this manner and combined to form a wax tree. Later, the stem and branches of this wax tree form the channels for the flow of the metal in the casting process. Special expertise is required to ensure an uninterrupted flow of the molten metal which is necessary in feeding the cast part. This is crucial for good filling and high quality. The caster is checking the wax trees thoroughly, especially the surface quality and the stability of the spruing. From the weight of the wax tree, the caster calculates the weight of the metal to be melted and cast. The setting up of what later becomes the cast shell is a very long procedure. The wax tree is dipped 7 or more times into the slicker, sand-coated and cured to achieve a thickness of the shell wall, assuring adequate stability for the metal casting. With conventional methods, this procedure takes several days or even a week, sometimes even longer. By applying our special drying method, the duration of this procedure can be cut to 3 to 4 hours. After the shell is finished and dried, it is initially put into the dewax furnace, later into the burnout furnace. The temperature in the dewax furnace melts the wax which then flows out. Subsequently, the shell is burned out to achieve the desired hardness of the shell. After that, the shell is brought to the correct temperature for casting. In parallel, the casting machine is set up for casting. The appropriate crucible is put into place and loaded with the metal to be cast in the desired quality and the exact weight which complies with the volume of the hollow space in the shell. From the operating panel of the casting machine, the optimal parameters for melting and casting are adjusted. The heating and melting starts. Our steel casting machine of the SGA series with a melting capacity of 25 kilograms of steel can be used for steel, stainless steel, nickel and cobalt-based steel like Inconel. After only a few minutes, the metal starts to change color and melts. Skilled casters can read the temperature of the metal from the color, red to white. Equipped with suitable protective clothing and the metal at a temperature of more than 1700 degrees Celsius, a binding agent is spread on top of the melt and the slag is manually skimmed. The glowing hot, meanwhile empty shell is picked from the burnout furnace by means of a tongue, carried to the casting machine and hung into the frame in the lower chamber of the casting machine. It is, in a manner of speaking, the last action before the highlight, casting itself. From the operating panel, the caster starts the tilting of the crucible and the molten metal pours into the relevant shell. Time and again, this is an exciting event even for our skilled specialists, for at this moment it shows whether the shell will remain in one piece. After waiting some minutes for the solidification of the melt, the filled shell can be taken from the machine and cooled down slowly. There is no use for the shell anymore and it is hammered off. The cast metal piece is left. It is cleaned, the parts to be used will be cut from the tree and forwarded for further processing. We are the brand from Germany to tool up precision casting plants. We provide a wide range of suitable machines, accessories, training, spare parts and competent service worldwide. We have the appropriate machines for your foundry with various levels of performance and different capacities. PROFICAST. Made in Germany.